Hello, in this video we are going to find the primary trig ratios for 225 degrees. So to do this, we're going to start off by looking at 225 degrees using our rotational angles. So starting at the positive x-axis, we are going to rotate in a positive rotation, so that's counterclockwise, 225 degrees. So that's going to take me to 90, 180, and if I continue all the way around to here, I'm going to get 270. So 225 is actually right here in the middle. So this is a rotation of 225 degrees. So from this, I have to generate a right angle triangle that I can then pull my primary trig ratios from. So to get that right angle triangle, I simply drop a perpendicular down to the horizontal axis, and I pull out the related acute angle, which is 45 degrees. So I know that my 45, 45, 90 case, so that's going to be 1, this is going to be 1, and this is going to be root 2. But I have to keep in mind the quadrant that they're in. So if I imagine this is a point, this point is going to be -1, -1. Some people actually like to put -1 here and a -1 here. That kind of helps them remember. So what's going to happen then is I'm going to say sine of 225 degrees is equal to, and so we know that sine is defined as the opposite over the hypotenuse. So in this case, the opposite, which is the y-coordinate, is going to be negative. So we're going to get -1 over root 2. Remembering that the radius, or the length of that terminal arm, is always positive. Cos of 225 degrees is going to equal to, and cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, so that's again going to be -1 over root 2. And tan of 225 degrees is going to equal to opposite over adjacent, so that's going to be -1 over -1, which is 1 over 1, or simply 1. And so what some people do is they like to memorize this thing called the cast rule, C-A-S-T. The cast rule is just a quick way of remembering that in this quadrant, if the triangle is showing up in this quadrant, cosine is positive, all are positive, sine are positive, tan is positive. But I personally like to just kind of visualize it and make sense of based on the point in space. And if you do that, it kind of makes it pretty straightforward. All right, I hope that video helped. Have a wonderful day.